that the DPP will be approached. They've got a person that side who can make the case go away. You're not aware that that was done?
No, I was not aware. I only heard later that they were arrested for some offences that sided at their area, and they were found with some of the stones in their possession. Yes. When the arrest took place.
Yes, and then did
so
you... Sorry to interrupt you, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, so I don't know if they arrested them for the stones in other previous cases, or what was the arrest all about.
Yes.
I only knew later that they were arrested that side.
And then finally, did you manage to get the stones back so that they can be booked in the SAP 13?
No, I did.
What became of your discussion with the person that you sold the stones to?
No, I didn't get them back.
Yes, what became of that discussion? How did it end? Did it end with you giving up, or were you still persuading him to give you the stones so that they can be booked?
After their arrest, we didn't communicate after, so I also didn't communicate with the informer this side.
Yes,
I just left everything.
I appreciate that Mackenzie and Kishali Stalls were arrested, but you were now worried about your own fate, because if they were arrested, you might be next. What steps did you take to ensure that the stones are recovered so that at least you cover your back? That's really what I'm getting at.
Oh, no, I didn't do anything, Commissioner.
So you accepted that what will follow will follow. I won't get into the details.
Yes, Commissioner.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. Witness K, you said in your evidence, and I think in your statement, that, and please correct me if I'm wrong in my recollection of your testimony, you said that you took the stones to Mr. Simon, or to Simon.
He took the stones on Saturday. On Sunday, he came back with the agreed amount of 110, and then we shared it equally amongst the five of us.
Okay. Now, we have had evidence from Mr. Magagula that he found stones in the motor vehicle of Mackenzie. You may not be aware of that, but we got that kind of evidence. Now, if what you're saying, if your sequence of what happened with the stones is that you took them to Simon, and Simon then came back and gave you money, that doesn't seem to accord with stones being found on Mackenzie.
Okay, I think on the day, they didn't hand everything to Mr. Simon. They keep some.
You know that?
In the car.
Okay, so you know that. What I'm checking with you is what, if anything, do you know about the fact that some stones were found in Mackenzie's motor vehicle, if in fact things happened the way you described them, which is the stones were given to you, you then gave them to Simon, and he gave you money?
I'm sorry, can you repeat your question?
What I'm asking is what do you know about the fact that some stones were found on Mackenzie? On the face of it, it seems to suggest that Mr. Simon was not given all the stones, and yet you say you're the one that gave him the stones. Do you know why Mackenzie or how Mackenzie would have ended up with some stones if they were given to Simon by you?
Okay, I didn't know that they still had some stones in their possession.
Okay. Okay, maybe the answer lies in you got the stones from Mackenzie and Stalls. After they took them in their apartment, they gave them to you.
No, we met at Cyril Dean, and then they gave the stones to Mr. Simon.
I see. So they never gave them to you. They gave them directly
No.
to Mr. Simon from the apartment. They gave them straight to Mr. Simon. The stones never came to you.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
If as alleged, in fact, it's not even a case of being alleged. Everybody knows the stones were taken, and whether it was either robbery or theft by false pretenses. So in the end, it seems that either two or at least one of the thieves then kept some of the stones. Looks like it was a classic case of there being no honor amongst thieves, Witness K. Witness K, you said that you were told by Mr. Simon about these stones, I think you said about 6 months previously, from the time that you
Yes.
eventually told Brigadier Mkwanazi about them. I find it very difficult to believe that you were given this information by someone who wanted to lay their hands on the stones, and you just kept quiet for 6 months. I find it very, very difficult to believe that. Is that true?
Yes, it is true.
And why did you keep quiet for 6 months about the stones?
I was not in the unit where I can participate in such information anymore.
And when you did, were you in that unit? When you eventually did?
No, I was out already.
So the answer you've just given is no answer at all then, because you were able to do something even though you were not in that unit. So you've not answered my question. Why did you not do anything for 6 months? Will you answer, or should I move on? Witness K, will you answer, or should I move on?
Can you move on?
You have said, and I think this was in response to questions by Commissioner Baloyi, that all that Mr. Simon had done on previous occasions was to give you information relating to criminality, and that what the two of you wanted to do was to address the criminality and bring to book whoever had committed criminal wrongdoing. Remember giving that response to Commissioner Baloyi?
Yes, I do.
And you also said to Commissioner Baloyi that Mr. Simon, rather the two of you, had never been involved in deals of this nature. Remember saying that?
Yes, I do.
Can you, had you, or let me ask this first, how close were you
Can you repeat the question?
How close were you to Mr. Simon? How close were you to him?
It was just, if he had information, he will call and check if can I do that information for him, or can I look for other people
So
that
it
who can
was.
do it.
So it was
was-
work related. He was your informer, as it were.
Yes.
Period.
Yes,
Nothing else. Nothing more.
nothing more.
Now, can you tell me how he could suddenly have been so comfortable with you to make the suggestion that he made 6 months previously? Just on what basis could that happen?
It's just that he gave me information and I kept it on myself until
This-
I phoned him back.
No.
I found.
Oh, continue. Continue. He gave you
Okay, I
information.
think yes, I knew him for a long time, so that even when he gave this information, I didn't pass it to anyone until I spoken to Mr. Mkwanazi. Then he asked me that
That's not
can I
answering.
contact the
Can you contact who?
Mr. Simon and check if those stones are there on that flat, and then he can
That's-
do that information.
That's not
for him.
answering. That's not answering my question. My question is, at the time that Mr. Simon approached you 6 months previously, and approaching you with something different this time around, not just the provision of information for purposes of pursuing criminals. So it's something totally different. He says to you, someone is unlawfully in possession of these stones, and I'm paraphrasing, and I want to lay my hands on them. You do nothing about it for 6 months. But my question is, if your relationship was work-related and you were not close, because that's my sense, that you were not close. So if your relationship was work-related, what would suddenly have made him to have the comfort of approaching you in the manner in which he did, which now was about doing something unlawful? Why would he suddenly have had that comfort? That's my question, not what you answered.
Oh, okay. My apology.
No problem.
I don't know
But
if-
please answer the question then.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was trying his luck to test if I can do the information or not.
And he was indeed lucky, and he found you compliant, even if your compliance was only 6 months later. So he was lucky enough to just find you compliant, or pliable, or malleable.
Yes, Chairperson.
So sheer luck. Sheer luck. Or mere luck. Is that what
was
you are
lucky, Chairperson.
Is that what you are suggesting?
Yes, Chairperson.
Thank you.
Witness K, there's just one thing I forgot to ask you, and it relates to the issue of the permit. If it was necessary for the owner of the stones to be in possession of a permit, why were you so comfortable to sell them to Mr. Stammen, who clearly would not have had a permit to be in possession of the stones?
At that time of the information that happened, all we needed was the benefit after the information. My apology.
So all you care about was to rob somebody and sell the stones to Mr. Salmon and get the cash. That's all you are interested in.
It's true, Commissioner.
So you were not concerned about whether the owner has a permit or not. What you really wanted was to rob him of his stones and give them to somebody else. Is that so?
Yes, Mr. Commissioner.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Witness K. You are excused. Thank you. We adjourn and resume at 9:30 tomorrow.
Indeed.
Let's adjourn.